How's it going, everybody, with another video? Today we got types of aesthetics. Now, to be honest, as you can see, I literally looked up what's an aesthetic because I don't know what it's called. I don't really know what it is. I think it's like your kind of personality towards the things you do. Like, are you a gamer? Are you I don't know. I don't really know. We're gonna watch it to find out. I know it's a little cozy now. It's a little dark, but I hope you guys do enjoy. Like and subscribe, grab some snacks, and let's get started.
Aesthetics. In the year of 2025, there are so many aesthetics. And what exactly is an aesthetic? Well, yeah, I can't really tell you. It's pretty hard to explain. It's basically like a bunch of things tying together that create some kind of style or create some kind of atmosphere, I guess. I don't want to waste any more of your time, so let's just begin. Frutiger Arrow. Okay, a lot of you probably just side-eyed your screen like, what the hell's Frutiger Arrow? Think of anything in like the early 2010s, late 2000s internet. Most of you watching here, this was probably a big part of your childhood. Like Windows 7, the Wii. And how people describe it is they're saying it was supposed to be like a depiction of what the future of technology was gonna look like. And this aesthetic was on like every single piece of technology you could think of. Even the look of like the old iPhones. And a lot of people want it to come back. And in my personal opinion, I mean, I think it would be pretty cool, but a lot of people are saying that people might just be blinded by nostalgia since it was around the time like of our childhood, which could be true, but overall,
I think a lot of things are blinded by nostalgia. You know, like you see a movie and you're like, oh yeah, it's way better than the second one. And then you really focus on the second one and you're like, okay, wait, I might have been wrong. You had such a good experience and a good childhood and a good state of mind when you watched that certain, let's say, movie, show, or played a certain game, that now when you're maybe older and not have the best mindset about certain things and you're going through a lot more, you don't have the best opinion about certain games or sequels to things like that. So I think it's like everything, a lot of things are blinded by nostalgia because you're just not in good headspace when you watch maybe a movie or play a game or watch a show, that kind of thing.
Like the look of it. Now we got liminal spaces. You have 100% seen a video of some really old and abandoned mall that looked eerie, odd, but kind of familiar at the same time. Some of these, when I look at them, like I just genuinely felt like I have seen this place in my life before. Even though, to be honest with you, there's probably no fucking way I've ever been there, but it just looks familiar. And I would see videos back.
Oh, I've seen tons of places that I know I haven't been to, but I feel like they're familiar. I've 100% had that.
In like 2021, and it was just videos of like abandoned places that just
I think it was like offices. Let me see if I can find one. It will be right here. I did find one, but it looks like I've been there, right? I've walked that office maybe like when I was a kid or something, and then I just forget. And it's weird. I don't know. I hate it.
Run down, and it had like creepy music behind it. Some of the images were satisfying to look at, but some of them just creep me out. I would never even think about going there my entire life. I know there's people out there that explore abandoned places all the time. That could not be me. I don't want some shit.
People that explore abandoned places, I understand. It's cool to just be the only one there. It's, you know, cool to see how time has affected certain spots of a building or just an overall area. The thing I don't understand is people that cave dive. I don't fucking understand that. Why? Why would you want to be fucking smushed between two rocks and then you're cooked if you get trapped? You literally are not getting out. I don't understand.
Like pop out at me as I'm walking into a dark room. I'm good, bro. All right, next we got like the Hello Kitty type of aesthetic. A lot of you are probably familiar with it. You've probably seen it before. Now, I've personally never watched Hello Kitty in my life. I don't even know what it's about.
I remember playing a game on my sister's DS when I was a kid, but that was like the only thing I've ever played or watched of Hello Kitty. I was like 7, so I don't really think that's a kind of trashy.
I guess people
that
that
not
really
trashy but girly
like it, or they just like the characters. A lot of people buy Hello Kitty merch, clothing, I don't know, whatever else you can think of. And sometimes it can be a little bit too much. They got piles of plushies on their bed, and literally their entire room is just covered with Hello Kitty memorabilia. Although in my opinion, that's a little excessive. If you want to blow all your cheese on it, you know what? By all means, I mean, I can't really stop you. And I'm sure the people that are familiar with this have probably heard the term Hello Kitty girl before. And there's also Hello Kitty dudes, and I don't really know if they kind of fall into the same category, but regardless, some people have been saying that these Hello Kitty girls are crazy. Like, you'll end up tied to a chair in her basement or something. Okay, it's not that serious. And after dating a Hello Kitty girl, you become a changed man. Some would describe it a canon event in their life. And you would not even think they're that way. You would not think a Hello Kitty girl would hurt a fly. They got a bunch of Hello Kitty squishmallows in their room.
I mean, it also couldn't be a thing that, like, they're crazy and you wouldn't expect it. Oh, you probably wouldn't expect it, but, like, just because they like Hello Kitty does not mean they're gonna be like the most peaceful person.
You would think on the surface that they're super innocent and wholesome, but sometimes they're not. You would be mistaken. Now, how true is this? To be honest with you, I don't really know. I feel like there's bad apples in like every fan base, so for some cases, this may be true. And I don't know, even for Hello Kitty dudes, it could be true. Now, I thought the whole Hello Kitty thing was supposed to be that it was wholesome, because after all, at the end of the day, Hello Kitty is a kid show character, right? But there's like a whole grunge part of the aesthetic where they got images of like Hello Kitty holding a knife, Hello Kitty smoking a cigarette. And what confuses me is like the show is about, apparently according to Google's AI, having adventures with their friends, retelling fairy tales, and learning life lessons about friendship and happiness. So I'd imagine like some family-friendly, go-lucky artwork of Hello Kitty like fucking apple picking, not her holding a knife with a bunch of blood on her face. Okay, now we got the opium aesthetic. Okay, I needed an excuse to talk about Cardi somehow. I'm sorry. So pretty much what this aesthetic is, Playboy Cardi started a record label called Opium. And Opium features artists such as Ken Carson and Destroy Lonely. Now, all three of these artists, they dress a certain way. And it's like kind of like a dark, mysterious type of fit. Usually they'll wear like, I don't know, like a black beanie, black t-shirt, really baggy jeans, and Rick Owen boots. And the clothes they usually wear are like designer pieces, or people will buy reps as well. And I understand that because, dude, the bills are too high to be paying for designer clothing. It's just too expensive. I don't have that type of motion. There's no way. But some people in this Opium community are trying to match Cardi. They're trying to be Cardi. They're trying to embody Jordan Carter. Like, I guess it's one thing if you like...
I mean, for me, I like Drake, but I wouldn't embody him, and I wouldn't like try and copy him. I mean, I'll like every now and then make a video about like, who's calling my phone? You know, I'll do like a short clip because it's funny, but I'm not like
the clothes, but
ever
some people
wanting to be
may
him.
not even like them and just buy them for the sake of trying to...
That I hate. People that don't even listen to like music or listen to the artist and then just try to be like, oh yeah, I know him. And then like try and dress him and just to be cool. Are you dead ass?
Be Cardi. I'm
at
not
least
really
like
too
the
into fashion.
shit.
To be honest with you, I probably wear the most basic clothes imaginable, but I like them. You know what I mean? There's no reason to wear clothes just for the sake of dick riding another man. That's crazy. Older brother core. Picture a dude that kind of looks like Roderick holding a Monster Energy drink in his hand. And
Oh
an
yeah,
Xbox
that's
360
definitely
controller with Cheetos and Mountain Dew by his setup. That is older brother core. And I guess how this term was coined is because in the 2000s, that's what a lot of people's older brothers would do. I'm sure for those of you that had older siblings that grew up in the 2000s, every day they'd hop on the Xbox, they rage a little bit, throw the controller. You know how it gets. It also has a lot to do with like music and rock bands and things of that nature. Also, I'd imagine probably like skateboarding too. It just involves a lot of things that teenagers would do in the 2000s. And that's why Roderick is literally the mascot of older brother core. I mean, he did all these things pretty much. Vaporwave. Okay, if you watch like 2016 YouTube, you've definitely seen this aesthetic in people's intros and shit. And at the time, I didn't really understand what it was until like years later. But apparently Vaporwave is like an aesthetic that's like kind of reminiscent on like the 80s, and it has like a retro.
I don't like that. Yeah, you'll never catch me doing that. I don't know what it is about this. I just don't think it's like that cool. It's really not.
Vibe
it's
at
just
the
weird.
Same time. And now I don't really know when this aesthetic got popular, but I know it's been around for a while. There's also Vaporwave music, and it takes a lot of inspiration from like 70s, 80s, and 90s music. And sometimes when I don't feel like listening to like rap or like pop music, sometimes I'll put on a Vaporwave playlist. Like, I just find it really relaxing to listen to. It just helps me get into
I think Vaporwave music is fine. I just don't think
now we got
Vaporwave like
Dreamcore and Weirdcore. Now Weirdcore just combines like a bunch of nostalgic imagery, like some shit you'd see in like early 2010s internet. It just makes it really weird. But yeah, I don't know, looking at these like on Google is just creeping me out a little bit. Like, there's this one image here of like fucking eyeballs in the sky, and it says, "They're I'm looking at me, they're looking at me. Looks like you would have made this in like Windows Movie Maker in the year 2010. But yeah, that's pretty much the goal of weirdcore. It's supposed to be weird, it's supposed to be creepy, and it looks like it was supposed to be made in like Windows Movie Maker or whatever the hell. And now for dreamcore, it's pretty much like weirdcore, but it just looks like a place that's just somewhere you'd see in a dream. Like it's pretty much like a liminal space, but in a dream. I don't really know if this is making much sense, but yeah, it's some place like straight out.
Some place that you would
it
think
looks
you would see in a
cool,
dream.
though. I can't even lie. But yeah,
I guess,
overall,
yeah.
these are supposed to give like some kind of nostalgic vibe to it. But for me personally, weirdcore is just unsettling. I don't know. I
think weirdcore and dreamcore, I'm glad he put that in like together, because I feel like weirdcore, you would see something like that in your dreams. If like, I don't know, I feel like it would be mixed up with weirdcore and dreamcore mixed up, that you would see that in like your dreams or something.
get any nostalgic vibe from that at all. That was like the Nutter Butter ad I went over like a month ago in the meme marketing video. Like that was just, I don't even know what that was. That was just its own thing. Now we got the e-girl, e-boy aesthetic. Now this one was popular in like 2020, 2019, around that time. Mixes a lot of different fashion senses together, like emo, punk, and it also takes elements from like anime. And of course they were called e-girls and e-boys because, well, they would mainly be on the internet. I don't think I've ever seen an e-boy or an e-girl in real life. And sometimes they would make thirst trap videos on TikTok. They would e-date. They make sure that you,
bro.
yes, you in the lobby know that they're dating. Like, for example, they'll play a game like Valorant, hop in the game, and just start saying some questionable shit to each other. I could definitely see why that would be annoying to listen to. But yeah, bro, me personally, I want somebody that I can actually talk to face to face, bro. Because if you're e-dating, bro, I've said this so many times, if the power core cuts out, the relationship's done, bro. It's over. All right, now we got the Visco aesthetic. If you were in high school in 2019, you are definitely familiar with this. And those of you that are ancient like me, you would know that there's an app called Visco that a lot of people would use back then. And a lot of girls would use Visco, hence why the term Visco girl exists. And I guess this is a picture of the Visco aesthetic. As you can see, there's just like a bunch of things that
oh my god, dude,
2019, I don't really know. But Hydro Flask was one of those things, and I swear, bro,
those
everyone had
annoyed the shit out of me in middle school and high school, because girls just thought it was just a whole personality thing to have one of those water bottles, and every single time it drops, they would just like geek out and make all these weird noises. And every time they dropped them, like you would see someone like the entire way, like a cafeteria, let's say a huge cafeteria, you would see someone drop shit like 30 feet away, and they would be like, holy crap, you just dropped your hydro. It was bad. Like I had one, but I had a black thin one that I was just like, oh, this is like genuinely a good water bottle that I took to school and lost on the bus. But I didn't like geek out about like, oh, I have a hydro. No, it's just like, it was actually a good water bottle. Like now I have an Owala because everyone not because everyone has one, but everyone knows about them. I actually had one before they kind of blew up, which was kind of lit because everyone was like, wait, you've already had one. But people that make just like objects like this about your everyday life a big deal need to get a life. I hate to say it, but it's just true.
Hydro Flask. It was crazy. Like, I don't know if it was just a peak water bottle or if people just bought it for the trend. I would assume that a lot of people just bought it for the trend. Sometimes I still see them to this day, but you know what? I respect it. That means they actually liked the water bottle. I honestly respect that a lot more because I swear to God, there's like a trending water bottle or cup like every fucking year. In the next year or two, that shit just gets tossed to the side, bro. And apparently, a lot of people would also say anti-oop and sk in 2019.
Yeah,
I've never heard this shit
that's the shit I'm talking
I
about.
imagine the modern day version of this is like hearing 6-7 every second of your damn life. But now we got an aesthetic that I briefly discussed in one of my videos already. The performative male aesthetic. And now this aesthetic popped off, well, this year. And if they actually like this stuff, I mean, that's not really performative, but the idea of being performative is literally just doing something just to impress people. Some of the things that they will pretend to like is matcha, labubus, tote bags, Claro, Biba Doobie. Apparently even Too Hollis is seen as performative now. Bro, what is happening? Now where the problem comes in is that the dudes that pretend to like this stuff to try to get girls, like, come on, bro, you're not fooling anybody. I talk about it more in this video.
That's crazy. I mean, like, I don't understand why people can't just like things and not just fake to themselves. Oh, I like this, I like that, just to get attention. Just to get, why can't you just like your own shit and not have to be annoying about it? That's what I gotta say. But yeah, that was a pretty good video. It's pretty interesting. But if you guys enjoy, like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a good one. But I guess I should say, as always, have a good one.